Margaret Wise Brown is an American-born author, famous for writing over 100 children's books in her lifetime. Her most popular book is called Goodnight Moon, which was published in 1947. She was inspired by the poet Gertrude Stein, and you can see the writing similarities throughout. She created a new style of writing books for children because she was inspired by the real world we lived in and felt like she should bring that emphasis into her stories. She was originally born in 1910 and attended several boarding schools throughout Switzerland, New York, and Massachusetts. She was athletic and loved animals. She was known for being a quick runner and being able to keep up with the hunting hounds that she loved. She graduated from high school and attended Hollins College in Virginia. Before becoming an author, she worked as a teacher and studied art. She published her first book in 1937.
Goodnight Moon. In the great green room there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 bears sitting in chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens.
You.
Yeah. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Good night, nobody. And good night, mush. Good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Yeah. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere.
Project that I chose to do around her book Goodnight Moon is a sensory bin. This book is really good for preschool age children, and I felt like it was appropriate to create an interactive sensory play activity surrounding this book. The bin can be filled with rice or beans or even some kind of new slime, depending on the child's preference and sensitivities to textures. The objects from the book can be created, such as the bear and the mouse and the moon, and placed in the sensory bin for children to explore. Once they've found the objects, they can name the objects, which will help with vocabulary and object identification. A final activity could be done by sorting the different objects by color. And I would like to do that by creating tangible cups of corresponding colors that the children can place the objects into.